I'm live. Two minutes early. You guys can't get mad at me for being late. You can get mad at me for not streaming yesterday when I said I was going to, because I got sidetracked and was working on Polandball News Network videos. We've got a new episode of Polandball News coming out tomorrow, most likely. Dick Rhino finished editing it, so it'll be posted sometime tomorrow morning Eastern time, usually around like 10 o'clock or something like that. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you're not already subscribed or you don't have notifications enabled for our channel, go ahead and do that so you get all of our content as it drops. Why am I early? I am off today. It's President's Day in the US. It's a federal holiday. So my office is closed today, so I was able to stream a little bit earlier than I normally would. TV's on in the background, sorry. There we go. So figured, get the creative juices flowing, draw a little bit. I've been drawing a lot for Polandball News, so I want to take a break from that and draw your guys' profile pictures, maybe something else at some point. Then we can just talk about the news or something like that. I don't know. But welcome everybody. Stop Motion Dan, Goji Man Animates, Godzilla Fan, July Mations, Magic Luck, Ascend Shadow, Dynaco 400 Studios, Asphyxin, Socialist Mango Tree, Zodic, Maple Bat. Hello everybody, glad to have you here. Break until Wednesday, nice. Yeah, I wish I had more. I wish I had more time off. But it's been a long weekend. All right. How am I today? All right. I woke up later than I would have liked, but I don't know, man. I like sleeping in. I hate that I like it, but I like it. You're playing Country Balls at War. What's my opinion on it? I've never played it. It's a mobile game. I hate mobile games. I hate playing games on my phone. I grew up with, let's see what, I had a Nintendo 64, a GameCube, and then an Xbox. And then I graduated into PC gaming. I'd always been a PC gamer, like as a kid. But I never bought a console after that original Xbox until the Switch came out. Like 3 or 4 years ago I bought it. So I've always been a PC gamer. It's hard for me to... It's hard to appreciate games that are on PC just because the controls are more limited. And they're generally just less complicated, HK Tito, welcome. Karma, welcome. So, I mean, I have a couple games on my phone, but I don't like them. Well, I don't like them. I mean, I have Tetris, right? Like, Tetris is great. But I don't really play games on my phone. I have a game called Atomas, ATOMAS, which is kind of like a puzzle game of sorts. And then I have a license plate. It's not really a game. It's like a... it keeps track of all the different state license places you see. So every time you see a new state license plate that you haven't seen before, you can go and mark it, and it saves the time that you found it. So for the past 2 years or so, 2.5 years, I have a checklist, I guess, in the game of all the license plates I've seen. So I'm trying to find all 50 state license plates in New York City. I'm at 45. So the only rule is that I have to see it in New York City. And I'm missing a few. I am missing... Let me pull it up, actually. The game is called... I think it's just called License Plate. I am missing New Mexico, Wyoming, North Dakota, Alaska, and Hawaii. So New Mexico, Wyoming, North Dakota, Alaska, and Hawaii. So those kind of make sense. Wyoming, North Dakota, and New Mexico are small states. So it's unlikely that you're going to see one of those in New York City. Alaska and Hawaii are far removed. And again, are also relatively small states, so it's unlikely that you would find them as well. But I mean, I've seen Hawaiian and Alaskan license plates in real life, just not in the city. So those are the few that I'm missing. All right, let's draw a couple things. So let's just Mango Tree. Let's draw your profile picture. Just I haven't done it, and you've been here forever. Go YouTube. See if I can find your... It's just a mango. Streaming folder, save. Have I been to Maryland before? Yes. I have been to Maryland before. I spent a lot of time in Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland area. Yellow Hexagon, hello. Socialist Mango Tree. I'm going to draw your mango with eyes. How was everyone's weekend? And Monday, I guess. Not everybody is American, so they're not going to get today off. Not every American gets today off. But it is a federal holiday. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to trace it because this is a weird shape. And then... Oh, you know, I should be using 3 pixel. Eraser tool. What was I doing last night? I feel like I watched something. Oh, I was reading last night. You guys had good weekends? Good. You tried posting your first Polandball comic and the mod said it looked like a child drew in 30 seconds? Put some orange on the mango? Sure. Yeah, I mean, not everybody gets approved for submission rights right away. Just take it slowly. You know, don't just submit the first thing you draw just because you want submission rights. Like, make sure you're drawing something good. You know, like, the art doesn't have to be good, but it can't be, like, half-assed, you know? Use your whole ass. Okay. Hungarian boy, welcome. Spend your weekend with your favorite cousin? That's cool. Alright, how am I going to do this? I'm going to give it eyes. 2 pixel for the eyes. It's a strange looking mango. Kind of looks like a skull. Like a chimpanzee skull or something, you know? Early hominid skull, because it's kind of oblong. You tried submitting your comic, and the bot said the quiz is wrong. Sadly, you're going to read it and try it again. Oh, I totally forgot. There's like some sort of quiz. It's to make sure that you actually read the rules or something. I had to do it. on my second account. But I've been drawing comics since before we had a submission approval process, so I was grandfathered in. El Philippe01, welcome back. Liberian Ball, welcome. You've been ill for a week, that sucks. Hopefully it's not serious. Oof man, welcome. Okay, let's hide the eyes. We have to add some of like the brown marks. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna make it green. You said you want a little bit of orange on it? Where do you want the orange? Like around the brown marks, kind of? The bruises? It's kind of like a magic bean. Can I make the eyes confused? Yes. Alright. Let's do some shading. It's gonna be, see, it's sort of like lighter near the top. Like, this section is light. So do the same thing over here. Does it go over the bruise? No, not really. Shadung. That's how I spelled it. Whoops. Then let's do another shading. Like over here. Make it a little bit brighter on the top. Maybe 30. Okay, I think that's good. Now I have to fix... Why is it doing that? Yeah, I'm reading a short novel called Roadside Picnic. Do you guys know the Stalker video games? Stalker and Stalker 2? I've never played it, but I had no idea that it was based on this novel called Roadside Picnic. But apparently they're pretty popular Ukrainian video games, produced in Ukraine. The book Roadside Picnic is like a 1972 Soviet sci-fi novel, and it's only about like 125 pages. I picked it up like 2 weeks ago. I haven't read too much of it yet, but I'm like 55 pages in, 60 pages in, and I don't really like it so far, honestly, but it's considered like one of the best sci-fi novels ever made. So I don't know like what I'm missing. I have to finish it. It hasn't really gotten into like the interesting part with like the aliens and stuff. But I read like the first section, and it hasn't gripped me, you know? Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of shadow. But if any of you have played the Stalker video games and like them, let me know. Roadside Picnic, here. I'll put it in chat. This channel should have a Discord server. I was thinking about that, actually. I think that'd be pretty cool. We have a Discord, like, you know, for our internal purposes, you know, to, like, organize stuff. Oh, we want orange on the bottom. Okay. I understand. Let's get a lighter brown. Hold on. What do I do with your photo? Let me pull it back up. Something like this. Maybe like, sort of merge it into the green, you know? Okay. Now you wanted confused eyes, so... What do confused eyes look like again? Let me pull up my eye chart. Whatever. It's in my Polandball, generic Polandball folder. I really need to clean up my folders. I have so many different files in the wrong places. Inquisitive is the closest, I think, to confused. Oops. Close that comic. Clean this up a little bit. Where should the eyes be placed? Like in the back? Kind of like that? Or centered? In the front? I think the right eye is too big anyway. Let me redo that. Maybe here. Did you know that if you line up all the planets next to each other, you would die? True. If you took all of the blood vessels in the human body and lined them up in a single line, you would kill that person. You're thinking of changing your OC a little bit because it's very simple? I mean, I like it. There's an elegance and simplicity. Perfect spot? Okay, I'll keep these here. Actually, it's touching the shadow. I'm going to move them a little bit to the right and up. Okay. And then I'm going to give it the background, like the wood or whatever. Mango. Let's do the background, which I can't type. All right. And then it'll be green splotches in the background. do lighter green.
Your hair is amazing.
Hear my TV in the background. It's playing a commercial. I have it set to like a fireplace. It's good background noise, good white noise. I have to like when I'm working or drawing or like writing or something, I need background noise to sort of put my mind at ease. I don't know if you guys are the same. And then similarly, like when I'm sleeping, I have to have a fan on for background noise. And I've read that in Korea because there's this weird, what is it called? There's like an urban legend in Korea where people think that if you leave a fan on overnight, it like sucks up all the oxygen and then you'll suffocate in your sleep, which is not true because that's not how fans work. But all the fans that are sold in South Korea have like auto timers to shut off after a certain amount of time. Which is silly. Korean fan death or something is what it's called. You got popular back in time from another community, and that community right now is almost dead. That's why you have less views. Yeah, from what I can tell, you know, we're only 5 months or so into this YouTube channel. You have to consistently put out content at minimum. Like, it has to be consistent. It doesn't necessarily have to be good. It just has to be consistent, you know? Obviously, it's better if it's good. But I also don't want to just be like, I don't want to turn this just into like a just a streaming channel. I mean, obviously it's not, but I don't want that to be like the only thing that I do streaming, you know, because like sometimes it's just it's hard to sit down and want to do it, you know. Like, it's nice to have the time to just sit down and like be with my own thoughts. Let's make this square. Oops. And the streaming is fun, but like having to do it consistently, I can see, you know, it'll take its toll. Okay, I like this. It's a magic bean. I think I use 15-point font here. This isn't the right font. What font was I using? Calibri? I normally use Calibri for everything. Yeah, I think I was using Calibri. Okay. What? Why are these... I'm trying to center... Whoa. I'm trying to center the text with the drawing, which is this button at the top, and it's not doing it. Okay, whatever. Just eyeball it. Alright. Merged. Socials Mango Tree. I hope you like it. Here it is at 100%. If you want to like get a screen grab or something. I can remove you from here. Sunnyflower, I saw you were in chat. We should... I couldn't find your profile at some point. Country Ball World. Any chance could I consider drawing the Hong Kong ball in the future? Yeah. Drawing list is looking a little smaller. Yeah, we're getting there. Sunnyflower, when you go to your profile on YouTube, what does it say after the @ symbol? What is your username? I would like to do Sunnyflower's profile picture next. P Creeper Studios, do I have you on the list? I'll add you. Spy 3434, I can add you. Yeah, don't spam the chat, guys. I can see who wants to be added. Okay, Sunnyflower, I found it. This is an anime character or something. I don't know that I can draw this. I've never really drawn people. I can't draw them well. Let's see, where'd it go? It's gonna be a ball with hair. Do you want me to, here, do you want me to draw your actual profile, or do you want me to turn it into a ball? You should have turned notifications off today. Stream started in the middle of band and nobody was playing. Everybody could hear it. Turn me up. Put me on speaker. Let me talk to the band. American Ball Edits. American Ball Editor. Chill out in chat, please. I can turn it into a ball? Okay, cool. Stupidity, welcome back. Oh, class is over? Yeah, my class ended 10 years ago, too. Alright, I'm gonna turn this into a ball. A ball with hair. I have... This will be interesting hair to draw. Ball with hair. Hairy balls. Like I said, you draw balls for 10, 12 years, and you don't really ever get any better at it. This I can fix. So I never really got into anime. I watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid, and a little bit of like the original Dragon Ball. That was about as much as I got into. Oh, yeah, breaking Polandball rules here. Who would win in a fight, Iceland or Panama? Does Panama even have an armed forces? I know Iceland doesn't really. Panamanian armed forces. I think it's one of those countries that doesn't have... Okay, it has national security forces. I mean, they wouldn't be able to get to each other to fight, so. You got one of the worst buses in the district. Every day there's a chance of it breaking down. That's not great. I've been banned from Polandball for making hairy balls. Square Neptune, welcome. ASJW Federation, welcome. Alright. Guys, don't harass each other in chat. 30-minute timeout for American Ball Editor. Don't harass each other. P Creeper Studios, did I read your chat? I saw you wanted to be added. I put you on the list of people who I'm going to draw. You're liking the country ball community because of the style and the good comics? Good, we're glad. It's a good confluence of history, politics, geopolitics, international relations, and then, because they're comics, you can go wild with them, You can make references to movies, to literature, to other art, to whatever you want. Like, it's a pretty limitless medium, Polandball. But all art is, right? There really are no limits on art. You can do whatever you want, right? It's just that Polandball is an established medium with a set of rules that are generally agreed upon by, most of the artists. So we're now a big enough channel to have spammers. We had a couple spammers a little bit earlier, a couple weeks ago. Stop motion Dan, I have you on the list. School starts tomorrow for you. I'm sorry. The music stopped. Oh no, it's just a quiet song, I guess. First time you saw Polandball was because someone made a Eurovision 2022 animation of it. The ball with the shield. Yes, I can add you to the list. Petition to bring back Harry Balls. Alright. How are we going to do this hair? This is going to be very interesting. Oh man, I can already tell this is going to be terrible. Emo anime hair. Oh, I already hate this. This is hard. Okay, I'm doing like half of the hair first, and then I'm gonna do the other half in a different color. Just to sort of like... I don't know, it's easier for me to visualize it if I do it like this. This is why we don't draw hair on balls. Do hair 3. Go to like a purple. It sort of comes out a little bit. Here, let's put underneath hair 2. Comes out a little bit, and then it goes down. This should sort of be behind the ball. Yeah, like that. Okay. I don't know. It's not terrible. But like I said, drawing all your profile pictures gives me practice at drawing things that I don't normally draw. You know, because I have a very set way of drawing things. So it's good practice. Okay. You think the hair looks good? Okay. Well, I appreciate your vote of confidence in me. I'm not sure I agree, but let's give it... should this just be black outlines? I guess, right? And then... It's just shaded, like that, and then it should be a little bit darker here, I guess. And then a little bit lighter. Sort of purplish here. Get like a light blue here up top. Cut it down in half. Just like little flecks of very light pink, you know? Let's try this. No, that's not right. Something like that, maybe? Okay. Let's go to hair 2. Black. This is going to be mostly the darker blue, I want to say. Clean that up. Petition to start the PIA. Polandball Intelligence Agency will stop spammers from coming to chat and make sure no non-Polandball propaganda is shown. Yeah, throw people straight to the gulags. You know, not to give trolls attention, but at this point it's funny. Yeah, so this is actually a good thing. I've mentioned this before, so maybe I'm not the best person to take advice on this from, because I like arguing with people on the internet, because I'm stupid. But it's a waste of time, and recognizing that it's a waste of time is important, you know? And what I would say is that you really can't beat trolls. The only way to beat them is to ignore them. Because it's just a form of attention seeking. It does, like, they don't give a shit about the veracity of what they're saying, what they're talking about. Like, nothing matters. It's just they're trying to waste your time. So... The only winning move is to not play. That's 100% true. Something like that. And then we've got like a purplish blue mix up here. Try that. I think it's looking okay. And then hair 3. And we're just going to merge all of these together now. Hair 3 is the darkest blue, mostly. Whoops. Country ball is adorable. I think maybe I need to put like white streaks here, or purplish, you know? Not so much here. Maybe like down here like this. I'm gonna give you a red, maybe not a pupil, but like a, I don't know, we'll play around with the eye and figure it out. Do you guys have YouTube Premium? I did the YouTube Premium trial, like 1 month trial, a couple of years ago, and I never actually kept up with it. But I think in the past year, past like 2 or 3 years, I've been watching YouTube a lot more. So I feel like maybe it would be worth getting. You know, the ads can be quite a bit. You're too poor for that? Yeah, I mean, right now I just use regular YouTube. Or if I had a nose and a mouth, I'm not gonna add a nose or a mouth. This is looking pretty good. I think, here, I want to add a little bit more color over here. Actually, no, let's make that a darker blue over here. And then over here, and then an even lighter blue. Let's go like this. Pixel. I think this is looking okay. I'm sort of the color scheme, I'm sort of just doing ad hoc, sort of my own interpretation of what I think it would look like instead of just whatever you had. All right, so we got to do a little bit of blush, I guess. What the hell? There we go. Okay. Let's do 55, and then I'm going to duplicate it. And then one more time. We're going to merge these. With the hair. Fix all the black outline. Actually, you know what? Let's make this a little bit purpler down here. And then clean up the tip of the hair there. I think this is coming along nicely. Almost done, and then I can do someone else's profile picture. Okay, the eye. I'm not going to give it a pupil. Something like that. No nose or mouth. But we can do a background. Okay, so let's do something like this. Okay. Oh, whoops. I didn't make it its own layer. Let's erase this in the middle. Background. Okay, cool. Eraser tool a little bit smaller. All right. There's a hole somewhere in this drawing. There we go. Something like that. And then it's a little like darker grayish green orangish here, or something like that. And then I need to do a little like a brown arc, a light brown arc. Actually, no, here, let's a little bit more texture, whatever here. And then same thing here, sort of on this side of the panel. Is this like a character that... Is this a famous anime character or something? I don't know if this is like a... I don't know if this is a character I should know. Is it alright to draw gray eyes if the flag is black? Generally, no. Unless it's... If it's like a low light environment and like things are dark, then you can make the eyes darker, but... The eyes should usually just be white. You guys said the pupil is cursed. I agree. Give it a little bit of an outline. Is that less cursed? It's a little bit less cursed. Still weird. Alright, I'm just gonna ban American Ball Editor. I don't want any kind of sexist content in here. How do I ban someone? Hide user on my channel. Okay. Yeah, I mean, guys, just keep it chill in chat. You know, don't flame each other and don't say any kind of bigoted stuff. Let's get a little bit darker blue here, fill in that. Okay, let's do that like light grayish brown streak. Okay, now I'm going to erase these sides. All right, I'm gonna merge these, and now I'm going to erase this border. Okay. Whoops. All right. I think this is okay. I like it. This was fun to draw. Sunnyflower, I hope you like it. Sunnyflower has been here since like the very first stream, I want to say. Let's make this text black. You want to remove the pupil? Like the entire thing? Just make it white? Like that? I'll wait. See what you say in chat. Yeah, I think this turned out well. Pupil's gone. Just waiting for you to acknowledge that this is what you want before I move on. Great. Glad you like it. Maple Bat. Yeah, I can add you if I haven't already. Whoops. Let me add you. Now I can remove Sunnyflower. Is Wisconsin here? The entire state of Wisconsin? Has he been in chat? Yeah, he's here. Okay. Wisconsin, I'm going to do you next. What's your profile picture? Yeah, there's a delay. There's a pretty significant delay between like when I'm saying something and when I see you guys react. It's like 20, 30 seconds. Time dilation. Ascend Shadow? Yeah, I'll add you to the list. ASJW Federation. I'll add you. But it was pretty cool so far. Of all the ones I've drawn, what do you guys think is the best one? Like, what are your favorites? And don't say your own if I've already drawn yours. Wisconsin M _ PONN. Okay. Got it. Oh, that's a cool profile picture. I like it. Do we have my approval to make PIA official? I forget what you meant by that. The Polandball Intelligence Agency. Don't spam people in the chat. Or not spam. Don't what's the word? Don't harass people in chat, even if they're being annoying in chat. You know, like if they're saying sexist racist or xenophobic shit, I'll just ban them. Average Human, welcome back. Berry Slushy, One Awesome, you like Berry Slushy. P Creeper, you like Guess I'll Tell. I think all that Wisconsin thinks all of them are equally amazing. Julymations, you say the first one with a background. Stupidity stuff, yeah, I think that was very fun to draw. The r/Polandball contest winners were announced. Let's go check it out. So if you guys don't know this, the r/Polandball subreddit does a monthly comic contest. Oh shit, I won. Bioeditor and I won. Hell yeah. This was the first contest I entered since April of 2016. I'm really glad Bioeditor also won. He's been in chat for a long time. Or not for a long time, but you know, since the stream, since we started streaming on this channel about a month ago. Thank you. Here, I'm gonna pull up the comics so you guys can see what I won with. So the theme for this month's contest was botany. So you had to make some kind of comic around countries and their relationship with plants. Let me see if I can find it. My Polandball folders are so... They're so messy. What did I call it? Whoopsie Daisy, I think is what I called it. Here it is. I drew this partly on stream. So this was the... if Bioeditor ends up in chat at some point tonight, I can ask if I can put his comic on stream as well. But this was my comic entry for the contest. So it's called Whoopsie Daisy. So I had Japan, Korea, China, and the UN. Japan, your plant is make flower. Very good. You get A+. Korea, your plant is also make flower. Good for. A+ is for you. China plant make flower also as well. China, I'm not understand assignment. Don't sneezing, please. So just a pun. Burj Khalifa Geographer, welcome. This was my 8th contest victory. There weren't many entries, to be honest. There were, what, like 32? Let's see. El Felipe. You came 3rd. Nice. Just barely behind the top 2. Simo Nitrome was 4th. Doodle Roar was 5th. Doodle Roar was really good. But again, I don't want to show these comics on stream because they're not mine, and I don't have... I'm not sure that they would appreciate it. What is Grass Even is one of my favorite artists on the Polandball sub now. I don't know how long they've been posting, but I think some of the most gorgeous comics that I've seen in Polandball history. What is Grass Even? So go take a look at those. Good stuff. You had gone to China once, never saw factories, but then again, you were in the more rural areas where your grandmas lived. I've never been to China. I would like to see it at some point. It's not near the top of my list, though. But no, the joke here wasn't that like China is polluting or whatever. This is simply just like he understood the assignment incorrectly, and I figured, you know, having China, like when China hears the word plant make something, I wanted him to assume it's his solution is going to be industrial or whatever. 26 entries is actually many entries compared to what it's like for the past year. Sure sign the subreddit is back and alive. DR, I have permission to show DR's comics. Okay, I assumed I could show your comics You know, since we work on the channel together. Let me pull up Dick Rhino's comic. This was good. I really liked it. The punchline is piss. Where'd it go? And then Wisconsin, we're going to do... here, let me just pull your profile picture up. Wisconsin is next. We'll draw his profile picture next. Pretty cool. Looks like an alien of some kind. With, what is that, like the Cameroonian flag or something? There's like a... It's green. There's a red band and yellow and a star on it. Don't save that. God, where'd it go? Sorry, 1 second. Here it is. The punchline is piss. This was Dick Rhino's contest entry. This is the maple leaf, the iconic symbol of Canada, and it represents my love for guzzling maple syrup down my throat. The national flower of Nihon be cherry blossom, for no thing makes better than sakura petals to rain all over your face. I really like how you drew the cherry blossom. I did the same thing. This is national flower of Thailand. It called golden shower. Fascinating. What does it say about you, buddy? How does it define you, Thailand? This is great. Burj Khalifa geographer. Can you talk about the characteristics of your country ball before I draw it? Yeah, absolutely. When I get to you, where do I have you? Soonish. I'm not really doing these in order. Yeah, this is really good. Oh, I don't have it open. So yeah, this is Dick Rhino's contest entry. I'll leave this open for a second. I need to get a coffee. Yeah, American Ball Editor keeps making accounts and I keep banning them, so he can keep wasting his time if he wants. I'm actually not going to get coffee. I'm just going to drink water. Yeah, I hope Bioeditor shows up in chat. I want to see if I can show his comic. Punchline is piss. What does it say about you? How does it define you? Pretty cool. Yeah, El Philippe got third. Is it alright if I show your comic? El Philippe? It's totally cool if you don't want me to. I won't show it. Wisconsin for your star is just cyan. Okay. I'm just gonna use the eyedropper to copy your the colors in your on your ball. All right, let's start drawing Wisconsin. I like the rain. It looks like it's like fire and then it turns into ice or something. It's really cool. I should write a victory comment in the award thread. Yeah. I don't want to neglect chat, but here. I probably should. Some keyboard ASMR while I'm typing something. Pair of silver wings for the month. That's new. Nikki's art, welcome. It's supposed to be raining leaves and also snow. Okay. The way I interpreted this is like you're like an alien, and then the left side it looks like it's like lava or fire, and then the right side it looks like you're in space or something with like auroras and then like ice rain or something. I don't know. Alright, so 3 pixel. We're going to draw some balls. Well, we're going to draw 1 ball. Well, that's not true. I'm going to attempt to draw many balls. Or rather, I'm attempting to draw 1 ball. But end up drawing a lot of balls. Because drawing balls is actually surprisingly difficult. This is okay. This is like an Aaron-esque ball. Aaron's balls are very flat on the bottom. And then they're very bottom heavy, his balls. Okay, I like this. Let's do the eyes. 2 pixel for the eyes. I like bug eyes, alien bug eyes. That's not a good eye. What if I were to duplicate this layer and flip it horizontally? Delightfully devilish, Seymour. What if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? Alright, let's do this. Eyes. Wisconsin. Do, I guess the green background first. And a cyan star in the middle. Like you said. Yeah, this is a really cool profile picture. I can already tell I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. Just because there's a lot going on. Oh, I'm not drawing on the right layer. Well, I made it, Seymour, despite your directions. You told your mother about country balls one time. She almost immediately thought they were Angry Birds. That's not even close. It's kind of like how, I mean, I don't think it's like this anymore because, you know, technology's been around for a long enough time for it to sort of settle, but Back in like the 90s, every video game console to a mom was a Nintendo. So they always called it a Nintendo. If it was a PS2 or an Xbox or, you know, I don't know, a Sega Dreamcast or something, it was always a Nintendo. Like, turn off your Nintendo. It's not a Nintendo. God damn it, it's not Nintendo! I didn't see your story about your history teacher. Well, now I'm going to scroll up because I'm interested. There needs to be a way. Maybe there's like a Chrome extension or something I can get that makes YouTube Studio Chat more functional, because it's pretty shitty, to be honest. Okay, your history teacher told you she once made a Polandball comic and posted it on Reddit. She didn't get any upvotes, so she cried herself to sleep. She later said the last part was a joke. I don't think she was joking. Teachers and crying themselves to sleep. That's just a perfect circle of a Venn diagram. If you guys are in school still, you should respect the hell out of your teachers. It's a hard job that society just does not value to the degree that they should. So, teachers care, man. All right, let's do a halo. I like how the halo is sort of dripping too. I'm gonna do a, here, let's do blue on top. Eyes, actually. Oh, I have to do the star. Hold on. Well, I don't want it to be like perfectly set. Well, I don't know. I mean, I had a couple bad teachers, but like that's still not an excuse for anyone to ever treat them like garbage, you know? But I had some really, really inspirational teachers. You always hug your teachers when class is over. I'm sure they really appreciate that. Your kids at your school are absolute hellhounds. The only thing you can do is compare them to rabid dogs, so yes, you respect the hell out of your teachers. I mean, you know, kids are kids too. And teachers understand that. You know? You shared all your country ball mini cards with friends in class. That's cool. School districts need better funding too. You don't want to listen to your class show how underpaid. Listen to your class show how underpaid teachers are. Yeah, I mean, so I was just banning him again. Yeah, we don't spend enough money on education in the U.S., on public education. In many cases, what teachers are paid are essentially poverty wages, which is insane, because they have among the most important job in society, which is educating people, you know? Your 6th period teacher has been mistreated horribly for 20 years in his years of teaching. Try and make him feel better about himself. You always have a great day and share cool things. That's good. Just wondering, is this just profile pictures? Yeah, today I've only really been drawing profile pictures. So here, I'll zoom out. Just because we have a lot of people in chat. It's a way to engage with chat and talk to you guys. And I mentioned this before, but it's good practice for me to draw things that I don't normally draw. Since the vast majority of the artwork that I've actually done in my life has been Polandball. So I'm used to drawing countries in pretty similar situations. So I'm drawing a lot of things here that I wouldn't normally draw. Like the hair on Sunnyflower, I think came out pretty well, and I don't normally draw hair. What else? I've drawn baguettes before, but it's always good to practice. The knife is pretty simple. The pencil, I think, could look better. Goji Man Animates, I really like this profile picture. It was fun to draw. Seeing like the actual... the planet sort of come together was cool. Stupidity stuff, I thought this was the most fun to draw because there's a lot of different shading and lighting here. Guess I'll Tells was cool. The visor, I got to do 2 different shades. and then mess with the opacity settings, which was cool. And then Waiter of Karma. This is just, it looks like one of those advice animal memes that I don't think are super popular anymore. But if Dick Rhino's still in the chat, I think that's how he got his start with like making meme content. I'm pretty sure he was big in advice animals. I first started drawing comics in the Rage Comics subreddit when Rage Comics were like all the rage. Your science teacher likes Nirvana? That's not unusual. Nirvana was huge. Your best teacher was your 5th grade teacher. She's the reason you believe in kind hearts. That's good. Yeah, Dick Rhino made his Reddit account to make advice animals. I did Rage Comics, and I kind of wish I think like years ago I deleted all of the Rage Comics I made. I don't have that anymore. Some of them were actually kind of funny, despite them being Rage Comics. They fell off because there was no quality control. So Rage Comics sort of just became shit, you know? ASJW Federation, you like this channel. Thank you. Tell your friends. We do live streams most nights, I want to say. And then we have other videos coming out every so often. We have a Polandball News episode. Polandball News Network episode coming out tomorrow, most likely. Dick Rhino spent all day editing it today, so you can go ahead and thank him. I think it's about 8 minutes long, so there's a good amount of stuff there. And they are very collaborative projects. So there are parts from Aaron, from Dick Rhino, from myself. The music is done by Chicken Scuttle Monkey, who's also working on a video essay about another celebrated artist in the Polandball community. I don't know when that's going to be done, but it will be posted at some point. Okay, let's merge the star and Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Is anyone else from Wisconsin, or is it just Wisconsin? I've been to Wisconsin once. My friend lived there. He got married in Madison. He lived in Madison. He got married there, and then went to the wedding. That was the only time I'd been to Wisconsin. So there for like 3 or 4 days, but it was fun. It was pretty biodegradable. Congratulations on a joint victory. Is it okay if I show your comic on stream? I showed my own comic and Dick Rhino's comic. Some keyboard ASMR. Typing ASMR. Give me a second. Congratulations is one of those words that I know how to spell, but for whatever reason, whenever I actually type it out, I get it wrong. You know? Congratulations and restaurant. I always misspell initially. But I know how to spell them. I know how they're spelled, you know? Please show. Okay, I'll show your comic. Where is it? I have so many goddamn tabs open. I really like Philippe's comic. Botanical Burgers, here it is. Whoops. Botanical Burgers. Oh no, I've lost it. Okay, where'd it go? Here it is, Botanical Burgers. This is Bioeditor's comic, his contest entry, which also won. So again, the comic contest for February was about plants. So you got the US and Singapore here. Singapore is drawn as a triangle or a cone, I guess. Where's my burger at, Pointy China? Yeah, I am the coming. Yeah. Damn, this is a mighty fine burger. You gotta tell me the recipe, man. It's plant-based, la. Ralph, plant what now? You know, the cuttings of emissions and saves environment. Nobody move! This is an imperialism! What? Okay, no funny business, Japan. Nice and easy. Just tell me where the hamburger tree is. We're getting there. Science is getting there. Plant-based meat is... I don't want to say... It's good for what it is. But it's not better than meat. It's not quite there. Hopefully someday it'll be there. Top 10 dubs of all time. Dude, doing... trying to do different voices and stuff for like PNN and other videos and stuff that we do, and occasionally like when I read the comics on stream, it's given me a lot of respect for voice actors. Being able to like modulate your voice, change it or whatever, is a pretty remarkable talent. Oh, Bio is second place? What? Did I not read this correctly? It's 7.44. Let me fix this. I guess I didn't read the entire thing because I've been talking to chat and drawing. Save this. I thought you won. Hold on. Bio had both higher and lower votes, while my comic got pretty much the same scores from all the mods. Okay. So, what we call that, boys and girls, is corruption. I know the mods, most of the mods, and I've known them for longer than most other people who are in this contest. So you just gotta grease the right palms. The trick in life is to cheat and not get caught. Don't actually, though. Fun fact, Triangle Pour is depicted as a triangle because of Singaporean, Malaysian, Indonesian triangle trade. It was established by a Singaporean, by the way. I did not actually know what the origin was behind Tringapore. Bermuda is also depicted as a triangle because of the Bermuda Triangle. You got second place, okay. So one of the things that I love about Bioeditor's comics is how animated they are, right? Like, I don't do this enough, and I feel like I should do it, but like, look in the fourth and the fifth panel, how the US is leaning forward. He's got a mouthful of hamburger, right? And then in the fifth panel, he's sort of like pulling back. Second panel too, like, look at how fat those cheeks are. entries are voted on by a smaller group than before when it was decided by upvotes. Score ties are much more common now than before, hence why we instituted that tiebreaker. Interesting. So what is the reason that the mods just do it now instead of the contest just being an open thread where people can upvote? I mean, I can guess it might have been just because like people could recognize people's style and we didn't just want every contest to be won by Dick Rhino. What did I say that was funny out of context? Not enough people? Oh, look how fat those cheeks are. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I mean, look at it. Look at those. Look. You can zoom in. Thick. 2 C's. You can see all the... like the meat juice and the ketchup and stuff. This is really good. Okay, let's finish this halo. I like the white outline here. I'm gonna add a stroke to your ball to give it a white outline. So I like how the halo is dripping. There's like 3 drips. Okay, let's try... Oops. Yeah, this is kind of hard. Okay, it's sort of dripping down. It's gonna be kind of hard to see because this yellow is like the same color as the yellow on the ball. You're currently on a bus with no headphones, so you have to rely on us as to what's happening. Put it on speaker, let me talk to the bus. People in the country ball community are creative on comics, animations, art. Yeah, Polandball is a great medium. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of, I'll do lighting on top of the ball. White lighting. The eyes, I think... Gonna give them like a darker blue outline, like that. I'll do shading after. Okay, let's do the background. So the background is split into 4 quadrants. Zoom out. Make it black. Oops. Clean up the sides. Whoa. Okay. All right, so I guess we can start with sort of green. that, and then gray in this quadrant. Do like a purplish background here, and then like a pinkish red over here. Okay, now I can add like different shading. Wow, it looks like a political compass. You want to say thank you, Polandball Country Ball community, for making you inspired from this beautiful community. The art is making you happy, even animations. That's great. You know, that's what people love about art. You know, like it is inseparable from the human condition. You know, humanity has been making art for tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years, right? Like, there's something intangible about art that people just love. You know, it's a form of expression, right? Here, let's stroke your ball. Give it a white background, white stroke. Let's do 2 pixels. Testicle editor. Animations take time. Yeah. Alpaca does the animations for our channel. And we've put out, I want to say 4 or 5. And it takes an enormous amount of time, but the payoff is great. You should go check out their videos on our channel. Yeah, we're going to stroke your ball. We stroked it. Give it a white stroke. Let's see. Stop talking about stroking balls. I don't have to stop. Okay, so we want to do. Here, you know what I can do actually? Let's erase the black border, maybe. And then this can be filled halfway in with the pinkish whatever. And then this can be purple, green over here. Eraser. Okay, let's get like a darker purple. So we're gonna do some new layers. Not really shading, but I don't know what else to call it. And a little bit lighter down here. No, down here. Oops. Then it gets to be like pretty white over here, I want to say. Whoops. Okay. The green just sort of gets white on the sides. So let's do like just a normal white over here. Let's take sort of like this, that kind of shape. Fill it in, and then maybe 35, 25. Let's try 55%. Let's do 35, and then I'm gonna duplicate it twice. Okay, I think that looks cool. Clean up the edges. Oh, okay, looks like you have a drop shadow on your ball too. So let's go back to effects. Drop shadow. Let's do that. I made your ball too big. Stop stroking your ball. I mean, I've stroked this ball twice. That's not that much. Okay. Let's do another set of shading. This is the box shading. It's like a gnat or something flying in front of me. Okay, white, and then we're gonna do something like this. 45%. No, that's not good. Let's do another set of shading. We'll go like this. Okay, one more time. And then one more time. Move it down. Actually, no, hold on. Let's do... Fill that in, 35%. Duplicate it one more time. Okay. I think that looks okay. One more. %? Okay. Merge. Need to do a little bit over here. Let's do 25% maybe? Let's do 25%, and then I'm going to duplicate it so it looks banded. Now that's why I'm doing all these duplications. Okay, I like that. Merge these. This one's taking a while. I got sidetracked with the contest. Let's do turquoise. And then a darker blue over here. And then over here. And then we'll do some green. Then another one over here. Merge it with this layer. So this is the box. All right, we need to do some white layers, sort of like around here. Fill that in. Over here. Where else is it sort of light? I guess kind of like this. This is a complicated profile picture, man. Like, it's fun, but it's definitely complicated. 45. Let's duplicate this. Offset it just a bit. This is kind of like three-dimensional, you know? And then sort of clean up the edges. Something like that. Oh, it's kind of like, I didn't even see it was like black up on the top right of this box. And then like a darker purple over here. I mean, not dark purple, but purplish, you know? Okay, let's merge these. I think that's good for the background. Now I just need to do the rain, right? So this will be easy, actually. What I'm going to do is first change the playlist. Because the music is stopped. What do we got? Suspenseful Retrowave playlist. Let's do this. All right. So I'm going to do a separate layer for the rain. What I'm going to do is, we've got yellow, red, and orange. So just make a couple of like raindrops each. Let's go orange. Do yellow. Then red. Keep it cartoony, you know? I can sort of move it in like this. Now I'm going to clean up the edges. I'm going to duplicate it. Sort of pull it down like this. Or yellow drops here. I think the halo, I should give it like a glow effect. Okay, and then white rain. I've definitely spent more time on this background than anyone else's. So I hope you appreciate it, Wisconsin. But again, it's art, so if you don't like it, that's totally valid too. Doesn't matter. Fix this. pretty ominous music. Have you guys seen Blade Runner? Or Blade Runner 2049? Those are some of my favorite sci-fi movies. Good, good like Outrun kind of ambiance. Let's see. Am I missing anything on this? Oh, the halo. Whoops. I merged like all the layers. I didn't want to do that. Okay, let's play around with the halo. Let's see if I give it a some kind of glow, outer glow. Let's make it Ooh, that's cool. Whoa, spooky. Let's get a 15% spread. %, or 10 pixel. Maybe a little bit darker. There, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, I need to do shading on the ball, right? So we'll do... It doesn't... I don't know, let's try this. No, that's not what I wanted. I need to make a new layer. Shadow. And it looks like it's almost half the ball is, well, really it like cuts through your eyes. But I don't like putting shading over the actual eyes. Someone was asking earlier if you can have gray eyes. You know, generally the eye should just be white. Let's do 45% here. Okay, and then let's merge these. And we're gonna do some lighting at the top, kind of like this, and then 45% opacity. 5. Let's do 25, and then duplicate it, move it to the left a bit. Okay, I think yours is better, honestly, but I think I'm just going to leave this here. Wisconsin. I hope you like it. The entire state of Wisconsin looks like this. Maybe a little bit fatter. So all the beer and cheese you guys eat and drink. Merge. Background. All right. There it is at 100%. If you want to take a screen grab. Screenshot. Screen shoot it. Norway and Denmark are Swedish territory. Your Swedish friend. Sweden's not real though. Sweden is made up to scare American kids. You like the Greenland flag a lot? Yeah, Greenland's got a really cool flag. Don't spam the chat, guys. Don't spam, please. I've got a list. I'm getting to people. I haven't really been going in this order, but in the order that I wrote them down. Because I like to draw it when people are watching the stream so I can get feedback from them. As a Swede, you can confirm you are not real. Exactly. You're Swiss. You're not Swedish. Switzerland is real. Sweden is not. Mr. Goober. Second, do I have you on this list? Mr. Goober is second. It's like every time I finish drawing one, there's another person that needs to be drawn. Let's see, who else is in here? M. Youngblood. You've been waiting a while. Let's do M. Youngblood. He's near the top, too. What's your YouTube handle? Let's see if I can find you. I don't see you. Yeah, Kia Empire was defeated during the Northern Wars. Does Hong Kong ball count as a country ball because it's not exactly a country? So we don't refer to characters as like America ball, Hong Kong ball, China ball. It's just China, US, Hong Kong, whatever. Hong Kong does count as a character. You could draw Hong Kong as... no, I can't click on your profile picture. It doesn't work. I need like your... I'll try and find like a Chrome extension that makes this better. Because the chat functionality or whatever is pretty bad. Like I can't click on your guys' name and go straight to your profile, which is strange. Even though I'm using Chrome, I figured it would work. But there's probably an extension that I can get that'll make it better. But yeah, you can draw Hong Kong. M. Youngblood, I need... No. So if you go to your profile, like click on the top right of your page on YouTube where it has like your avatar. Click on that, and then it should say like your name, and then what's the @ under it. Like that's your actual handle. So like our channel is called Polandball Official, but our @ is Polandball Official YT, all one word. There's no spaces in your handle. Spy, please stop spamming in chat. I see. I know you want your profile picture drawn. I will get to everybody on this list at some point. I have drawn what, like a dozen and a half or so? I'm getting to them. It takes a while to get to draw each of these profile pictures. Especially since I'm putting in a lot more effort on each of them. But some people had a little bit more easier ones to draw. MRY77. Got it. Okay, so this is what the French flag with the Cross of Lorraine. I like it. It's cool. What is it that you're holding on the left? Yeah, it's Free France. But what is this, like a rifle or a sword or a bayonet or something that you've got? Three-pixel ball. Let's draw some balls. That is not a bad ball. I'm going to work with it. A little bit. more volular at the bottom there, and then over here. This is a good ball. Here, let's do the eyes. It's part of the helmet. Okay. You want me to make it a bayonet? Yeah. What was the standard issue rifle for the Free French Forces? Did they use the Lee Enfield, like just from the British, or? Fusil automatique 1917. Berthier, something 1907. The MAS 36 was the most modern rifle in widespread French military service in World War II. Only small numbers were produced before the war, so only available in small numbers for French forces during World War II. The MAS 36. Fusil MAS 36. MAS Model 36. 36. Military bolt-action rifle, first adopted in 1936 by France, intended to replace the Berthier and Lebel series of service rifles. It saw service long past World War II, manufactured from 1937 onward by Manufacture d'Armes de Saint-Étienne, one of several government-owned armed factories in France. Only 250,000 rifles were made available to equip the French infantry during the Battle of France in 1940. Mass production finally caught up after World War II, and MAS 36 rifles became widely used in French service during the First Indochina War, the Algerian War, and the Suez Crisis. Okay, we'll use this. That's it. MAS 36. MAS Model 36. All right. Let's do the eyes. Good eyes. Good eyes, mate. I love the French flag. Merge these. Then do the cross. Whoa, too red. Too much communism. Let's do that. Okay, now I have to do the helmet. Helmets, I've never really been particularly good at drawing, but I'll give it a shot. Top layer. Ooh. So it has to be a little bit bigger than the actual ball, you know? Because he's wearing it, so... That's where I always get tripped up. Okay. So that... Do the dark band around. Is it above the rim? Yeah, it's okay. It's above the rim. It's like right here. Okay. That's actually not bad. I think the right can come out a little bit more. Let's do that. I like how Sunny's came out, actually. And Socialist Mango Tree. Those are both good. Okay, and it looks like you're bleeding. Got a mark there. Let's put the eyes and the cross down a bit. Dark red. Got a lot of French users, or at least people French origin or ancestry. You're animating while you watch this? Nice. I want to get into animation. It's hard. I think this brim sort of needs to be flattened. Like that. Okay. Alright, how am I going to draw this rifle? I'm going to copy this, size it down, scale down a bit, and use that as a reference. Let's go to, what, 35? 15? Holding maybe like that. I think even that's too big. Let's try 12. Maybe 15 is good. Do you want it like this, M. Youngblood? Yeah, vive la France! Holding it like that, or kind of like a cross like that? That's a cool looking rifle. You like 12? Putting it at 12 o'clock position? Alright, we'll do this. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. C'est vrai. Let's do green outline for the rifle. I'm not going to put a lot of detail into the rifle, but I'll use a couple different colors just to represent the metal and the wood parts, right? So we'll do green for the metal. Oh, whoops, I'm not drawing it on the right layer. Okay. Should have been using 2 pixel. Did you guys ever play Battlefield 1942? That's one of my favorite games of all time. They added France in the first expansion pack, Road to Rome. They added France and Italy. But the maps were terrible in that expansion. So they didn't get a lot of use. And then they added another expansion. It was Secret Weapons of World War II. And it was all like the crazy shit that wasn't really developed. Like rocket planes. There was like a jetpack on some maps, which was wild. It was just like silly, but it was fun. Had some of like the experimental aircraft. Like the Flying Wing. I forget the name of the plane, but it was an American Flying Wing. That had propellers in the back. It was a solid game. Okay. Go to a black outline. Oops. And I'll do some... I have to do some lighting on this. See, there's like a shine on the length of the gun, the barrel. Maybe like down here. This. Thicken this part up a bit. Okay, this part looks like it's brown. Oh, wait. When did I fill this part in? I didn't mean to fill in the stock. Ah, oh, god damn it. Shit. How can I fix this? I don't know. I guess it's not a big deal. Let's make this a little bit darker, the wood here. Something like this. Your mom's staring at you. You have to go. Is your mom hot? Tell her I say hello. It's a little bit of... Let's darken this part up. Yeah, okay, I think I can fix it this way. This is going to turn out pretty well, actually. Yeah, chat, I'm going to steal your moms. Especially if you spam in chat. I think this is pretty good. Maybe a little bit... Here, let's make this part darker. Like near the trigger guard. And then let's do a little bit lighter. Sort of here-ish. I really like how this is turning out. Hey, that's pretty good. Look at that. I really like that. This might be one of the best rifles I've drawn. I generally don't like drawing rifles and guns because I never think they turn out that good, you know? But I really like this, so you better like it too, young blood. If you don't, I'm going to be very upset. Let's do some shading. Good, I'm glad you like it. I really like how it turned out. I think it's great. I can see that it's actually missing 1 pixel. I'll have to fix that real quick. And I can do this. And then 45%. Maybe less than that. Let's do 25% shading on this. Merge it with the helmet. And then I'm going to erase the... this, yeah. Accidentally erased something that I shouldn't have. Okay, the rifle doesn't really. I'm not gonna give it any shading actually. Let's do a shadow for the ball. Let's do this maybe. %. This is, I think, going to be one of my favorite profile pictures that I've done. And then, I guess the rifle sort of should be coming out like that. Is this the right shadow? Yeah. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, the shadow, but I think that's good. Okay. That's it. This is one of my favorite ones. This is great. I might repurpose this at some point and use it in like a World War II comic. This is really good. And Youngblood. Merge it with the background. Now I can actually pay attention to chat. I've been on a roll just drawing. So that's 4 today. 4 long-time viewers. Looks good. Thank you. I think so. I'm glad you like it. Here, I'll put it... Is it at 100%? In case you want to screen grab it. At some point, I will share this canvas on the Polandball community subreddit so you guys can take a look. And, you know, like actually copy and paste it from its original format. But I should add more before I actually do that. So. Is my Wi-Fi down? 1 second. I don't think so. All right, I think that's enough profile pictures for today. Maybe we do some other stuff, and then I might call it early. I started early today. Animation. Yes, I can add you to the queue. You have a country ball that you made, but it's not your profile picture. It's called Sulkendor. All right, well, if you're able to set it as your profile picture at some point, I can draw it. Animation. Okay, cool. Did I remove M. Youngblood? I did. Okay, so I need to add other people at some point. But Socials, Mango Tree, Sunnyflower, Wisconsin, and M. Youngblood had been waiting for a while. I am trying to get people that I know that have been waiting for a while. So Netherlands Ball, Red Halo, I already did. I just need to give him an M1 Garen. Big Balls, Yellow Hexagon, Burj Khalifa. Definitely need to do you guys. July Mations for sure. Who else? Oof Man. Brazilian Ball Mapping, New Zealand Ball. Biodegradable, of course. Slumbush and Dam, Pea Creeper, Spy, I will get to you eventually. Maple Bat, Animation, I'll get you guys. Yeah. July Nations, I will get you next time. Here, I'm going to move you to the top just because you've been very patient. Again, not that I'm necessarily doing these in chronological order, but I'll get you guys. Don't worry. But again, as the channel grows, we get more and more people, and there are a lot. Can I draw Ohio? Yeah. Pull up the Ohio flag. Okay, so Ohio, if you guys don't know, is not drawn as a ball. You draw it like a monster. It's 3 pixel. It's kind of like a dinosaur or something, you know? And then you give it 1 eye. I think you do this in place of the, like the red circle. The red and white circle. I might have to take a look at Stateball real quick. If you guys don't know, there's a Stateball subreddit. r/Stateball for US states. Oh no, okay. So it looks like you draw the eye on top of it. Let me see a few more examples of how people draw Ohio. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, alright. Just a little dot. That's it, that's the eye. With sharp teeth, yeah. Try not to say the forbidden 3 words relating to Ohio. What are the forbidden 3 words? Some deep Ohio lore that I'm not familiar with. So you draw the eye, sort of, it can be on, like, protruding off of the top of the flag, or it can be placed like here, but it looks like you do draw the actual flag. So here. I don't know that I've ever drawn Ohio, so this is new. New exercise for me. Only in Ohio? Is that it? I mean, you guys can tell me if you think differently, but whenever I think of Ohio, I just think of boring. It just seems like the most boring state, you know? Do red lines. It's got 5 stripes. Okay. Why is this not drawing? Where's this? What is the blue line? Where is the blue line? Oh, okay. I drew. Okay. Make a new layer. That one was busted. I don't know. That layer was like corrupt or something. Wasn't working. Try this. All right. And then make sure these are white. Ohio's got a cool flag. Add teeth. I don't really have room to make stars. Well, I guess I do. Yeah, it's a cool flag. All right, now we give him teeth. 1 pixel. Go behind Ohio. So you do this for Nepal too, because it's also similarly shaped, kind of. And then the eye. Let's put the eye there, and then red here. There you have it. It's Ohio. I want to say the great state, but Ohio is not a great state. Apologies to anyone who lives there. We're currently going through Wisconsin-related comics on r/stateball. I should read Stateball. Like I've said this before. I admittedly am not a huge fan of Stateball. I like international relations stuff and history more than like what goes on between American states. I just don't think they're as interesting. Pyro does gaming? Yeah, let me add you to the queue. Cool. Hyundai Santa Cruz. I think I have you on the list, don't I? Do I not have you on this list? Yeah, I do. Chicago realized that I said Ohio has a good flag. Chicago's got a great flag. Better than Ohio's flag. The Ohio meme sort of died. As a European, you consider the best states to be Alaska, Hawaii, and New York. You can't not put California on that list. California is great. Do World War I Canada, like the Red Dominion flag. That's Aaron's bread and butter. Aaron's personal flair on the subreddit for the longest time was the Dominion flag. Like when you win 1 or 2 contests or something on the Polandball subreddit, you get a custom flair. And I think he was the second person to, second unique victor. So he had one of the earliest custom flares, and he chose the Red Dominion flag for Canada, which was cool. But now he has his own custom flare. I don't know why I drew Ohio here, but there it is. You don't know much about California? If you see any American movies, you know a little bit about California. The vast majority of Hollywood films and television shows are genuinely, they're produced in California because it's a very geographically diverse state. And so it's got desert, it's got coast, it's got mountains, it's got forests, grassland, right? Major urban areas, big cities, suburbs. It's got basically everything you could need. And it's all within driving distance of, the nexus of the film industry, which is Hollywood, right? As a Marylander, the one and only good state is Maryland. DC is Maryland clay, and West and East Virginia is Maryland clay. Greater Maryland. I mean, I'm biased because I grew up in California. I love California. The only thing that's bad about California is that it's expensive. So, people will shit on California and New York and, those states. It's only because they're expensive. Like, if New York was such a shithole, you wouldn't have 8.5 million people living here. It wouldn't be that expensive, right? Like, it's because people want to live here that it's that expensive. Same thing with California. Lithuania Ball Productions, I can add you. Yeah. Success breeds jealousy. Silicon Valley, yep. Like the whole, if England was to the Industrial Revolution, then California is the same thing to like the information age. Like modern tech that we all use, computers, cell phones, that shit all comes from California. Like that's where it started. And it's still very much like the heart of the global tech industry. Washington is home of forests, cities, apples, mountains, volcanoes, beautiful nature. I've never been to Washington. I would like to go at some point. I've been to British Columbia, which is similar, but it's communist Canada, so it's not quite the same as being in the great state of Washington. Although Washington's got a shit flag, you guys should change it. So I'm gonna pull up my Polandball comic that I need to finish at some point. So this was cool. I really like drawing this. I want to do more Polandball stuff. You like tech? Genuine question. Do you want people to make out-of-context videos of you because some of the things you say, like stroking your ball or Aaron's balls, are very bottom-heavy? I mean, I'm saying those things, on purpose. Because it's funny. I mean, if you want to, go for it, yeah. You're going to change your profile picture temporarily to Sulkendor or your custom country ball? Hell yeah. California's 9 national parks are the most in one state. That are enough to visit and make it amazing. I did not know that there were 9. I've been to Yosemite like 4 or 5 times. Yosemite's gorgeous. I've not been to Death Valley. I would like to see that. I grew up in Northern California. So, like the mountains, like the Sierra Nevada mountains, I spent a lot of time in, like Lake Tahoe. Aren't half of American state flags just blue, blue, and more blue? Yes, and they're garbage. Washington's is green with George Washington on it. It's ugly, but it's not like egregiously ugly, But yeah, something like 2/3 or maybe a little bit less than 2/3 of U.S. state flags are just a blue field with a seal on it, the state seal, and they're super ugly. Delaware and New Jersey have, I think, the 2 worst flags. But there are some really, really, really pretty state flags out there. Maryland, here, I'll pull up my list. Not really a list, but it's a map. So I think the best state flag is New Mexico. So I give it a light blue check mark. That's my favorite state flag. Gorgeous. The next best ones are darker blue. So Ohio, good because it's unique. Arizona, solid flag. Alaska, absolutely gorgeous. I love Alaska's flag. And then I think like the neon green are the acceptable flags. Like they're good. But they're good, they're not great. California, Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Guam, Washington, D.C., South Carolina, Tennessee, Indiana. I think that's it. And then everything else is bad. Everything that's X'd out is a bad flag. Texas's flag is very uninspired. It's not a bad flag. Like design-wise, it's simple, it's easy to draw, but they didn't take any risks with it. It's very inoffensive. It's very bland. So it's not in the upper tier of state flags, in my opinion. But yeah, you can see look at this string of flags from North Dakota to Oklahoma, all just trash. We can call this the trash belt because they're all just blue flags with a seal on it, and they're super ugly. Colorado's flag is okay. Wyoming's I do like. It's a little bit different from most of them. Texas flag is just Chile's flag if you just push the red over. Yeah, true. Very similar. North Carolina's flag is garbage. Sorry, man. I mean, I live in New York. New York's got a shit flag. I really hate it. It's one of those ugly blue ones. We should change it. Florida's is garbage. Mississippi's is garbage. Or sorry, not Mississippi. Alabama's is garbage. Mississippi's was worse. And they have a new one now, which is just better. Puerto Rico's is nice, but again, same deal as Texas. It's not very original, you know. New England is trash belt too. Yeah, New England's got terrible flags. Oh, I forgot Maryland. Maryland, I put in. I gave it a blue check mark, so it's like one of the top 5. Maryland's a great flag. It's just super complicated. The best blue background flag, probably South Carolina, right here, with the palmetto. Minnesota did get a new flag. I don't think it's officially adopted yet. Let's take a look. I think it's like April. It takes effect. Minnesota, new flag. When does it take effect? I thought it was... it looks like May 11th. Minnesota's new flag will be adopted. So this will be the new one. Let me pull it up. It's much better. It's like... It's not the best flag in the world, but it's much better. This is Minnesota's new flag. You see it's shaped like the actual state, and then it's got the Great Lake. Is it the Great Lakes? Isn't that what it's supposed to represent? So the border is Lake Superior. But it's shaped, the state is very, very roughly shaped like this. The dark blue. So this is like an A tier flag. Estelada Negra, Catalan flag. Let me take a look. Bandera Negra Catalana. This is a cool flag. I've never seen this before. I like it. This is La Bandera Negra Catalana, or Estelada Negra. Oh, I'm on Spanish Wikipedia. Here. I know very little Spanish, so I'm going to butcher all of this, and the Spanish speakers in chat can make fun of me. La Bandera Negra Catalana o Estelada Negra es una bandera creada por la Fundación Reexida con motivo del centenario de la campaña de Cataluña y presentada el 29th de junio de 2014 en el Salón de Actos del Museo de Historia de Cataluña. That sounded terrible. My Spanish is alright. I mean, it's all... I'm using French as my base knowledge for Spanish because they're not too dissimilar. But that was pretty bad. Do I like the flag for the Azores? Let me take a look. It would be better without the seal in the top left. Let me pick it up. Pull it up. This is the flag of the... Oh, wow. Why is it black and white? Hold on. I don't know why it's in black and white. Oh, it's in grayscale. The... Let's see, what if I just paste it? This is the flag of the Azores. Yeah, I think it could be improved if you just remove the seal in the top left. So, this would be much better. This would be a cool flag. But it's not bad, even with the seal. You're Spanish and you could understand it? Oh, all right. Well, I didn't understand what I was saying. I mean, it's Spanish, English, and French are like, they're all very easy languages to learn if you're a native speaker of one of those, right? Like for native English speakers, the two easiest languages to learn are Spanish first and then French second. But they're like almost identically easy to learn. Just because there's a lot of shared vocabulary, particularly with French and English. Something like a third of English words are French in origin. What's my favorite Spanish autonomous community flag? I don't know. How many autonomous communities are there? Are those like the provincial level subdivisions or whatever? Oh, okay, yeah. Let me take a look. Oh, the Basque flag is great. Catalonia. I think Catalonia, probably. It's the most iconic. Ceuta and Melilla. Those are pretty good. I've got to go with Catalonia or the Basque Country. Let me pull up Basque. And then... just because they don't have seals on them, you know, it's just stripes. They're simple, easy to draw. So this is the flag of Basque County. Gorgeous flag. I really like this. And then Catalonia. These are probably also the two most well-known, I would say. good Spanish but needs work. I haven't taken any Spanish in my life. I studied French for like 7 years. But I wish, in hindsight, I wish I had taken Spanish because it's more useful in the United States. There's a lot more Spanish speakers. I'm pretty sure the US has the most Spanish speakers of any country after Mexico. Like, I'm pretty sure there are more Spanish speakers in the United States than there are in Spain or like Colombia or Argentina. I mean, there's like 60 or 70 million Spanish speakers in the US. French is useless in the United States. Like, I hear it a good amount in New York City. You go to like rich areas of the city and there's a lot of like French expats. But French is useless in America. It's English and then Spanish and that's it. And I've never personally been to them, but there are some places in the US where you probably should speak Spanish before English, if that makes sense. Or rather, it's majority like Spanish speaking culture. Like South Florida, I think, like around Miami, people tend to speak more in Spanish than in English. There's a couple places like that in the US, like in the Southwest as well. But generally, you know, it's a monolingual culture by and large. Putin's hairline vanished. I wish Putin would vanish, man. The dude is absolutely unhinged. He's a fucking warmonger. Yeah, like you can look at photos of him today versus, you know, when he first became president in 1999. Dictator, you know? I guess he didn't start as a dictator, but he is now. And you can see he was much more gaunt. Like his face was a lot thinner when he was younger, and now it's a lot fatter. He's had a lot of work done. But the dude's an absolute piece of shit. Your favorite flag is the Canary Islands? Flag of the Canary Islands. I like it without the coat of arms. It's a good tricolor without the coat of arms. White, teal, yellow. Youngblood, see you later. Thanks for joining. It was fun drawing your profile picture. Your favorite country ball is the one what is grass even asked you to draw. What did he ask you to draw? What is grass even was one of my favorite contemporary artists on the subreddit. Is the British Columbia flag really that bad? If it's what I remember, then yes. Oh yeah, this is hot dog shit. Let me pull it up. This is just absolute garbage. Flag of British Columbia. Terrible. Apologies to any residents of British Columbia in here. Not because I'm sorry that I offended you. I'm sorry that you have such a shitty flag. This is just terrible. It's too busy. There's too much shit going on here, and it's like... You know, I complain about the Union Jack, you know, in the top left corner of like the Australian or the New Zealand flag. They went a step farther here, and they stretched it out across the entire like top 40% of the flag, and then they put a crown on it, as if we didn't know that the United Kingdom was a monarchy, you know? This is just so stupid. This is a really, really, really bad flag. This is genuinely an F-tier flag. You're from BC and not offended? Good. This is a bad flag. Does Vancouver have a flag? Do like cities in Canada have flags? Okay, yeah. Vancouver's flag is better, but it's not good. It's maybe like a C-tier flag. This is the flag of Vancouver. Much better, but it's not good. There's the difference between an F and a C. This is an F. This is a C. I'm not a fan. BCF has Banff to make up for it, though. True. Make it all UK. Yeah, unironically, if this was just the Union Jack, it'd be better. Maybe you guys should never have gotten independence. Bomi County flag from Liberia. Oh, I pulled that up before. River Gee County from Liberia is a great flag. We drew Poland in it. Let's see, delete these. But yeah, the new Minnesota flag is cool. I'm glad that they're got a new one. .svg.png. I'm downloading the flags off Wikipedia, and sometimes it's the file name is .svg. You don't know why, but you get mad every time someone talks shit about Mexico if they aren't from Mexico. So here's the thing. I'm from the US. Everybody has an opinion on the US, right? Because it's omnipresent in global politics, right? Because it's a superpower, right? I don't give a shit if somebody makes fun of the US for whatever reason, you know? Because I recognize that the US has a lot of problems, right? Like, we have a lot of gun violence. We have super expensive healthcare. We have a terrible education system. We've got, you know, a brazenly racist subculture that exists in parts of rural America, right? But I'm not a nationalist. I think nationalism is a bunk ideology. I would hope that you guys aren't nationalists either, regardless of whatever country you are in. It's totally valid to criticize any country. It doesn't matter if you're a resident or not. You know, like, if I see, you know, German neo-Nazis in Germany, I'm going to call them out because, like, that's fucking unacceptable. And if you don't fix that problem, I'm going to criticize your country at large, right? Now, granted, that's maybe not the best example because Germany has a very proactive kind of immune system toward far-right ideologies, you know, necessarily. But no, I mean, like, I don't think you should have to be from a country itself to be able to criticize it, you know? Like, I think, you know, Japan and China and Korea have largely xenophobic cultures, and they shouldn't. I think France is, much like the United States, is a very arrogant kind of country, particularly when it comes to, like, foreign and defense policy. It's very, you know, it talks a big deal, a big game about having greater European cooperation and stuff like that, but really they just want everything to sort of revolve around France, right? The UK, I think, is a country that has a massive chip on its shoulder. It just hasn't come to terms with the fact that it's not an important country anymore. You know, it went from, in one human lifespan, from being, you know, the global hyperpower to just being a largely irrelevant country, you know? And there's this weird nostalgia that a lot of Brits have for when Britain was this major world power, and it's just not anymore, you know? And it leads to stuff like Brexit, which is stupid, you know? It's totally valid. You can criticize any country on the planet. You don't have to be from that country. Like, we're all human beings. We're all part of one global civilization now. We're all stuck on the same rock with each other, right? You know, how our countries interact with each other and with our planet are important, right? So, you know, Mexico dumping, like, lead or whatever into the ocean, or China or the United States putting plastic into the ocean, that's a problem that affects everybody. I don't have to be Mexican or Chinese to criticize Mexico or China, you know? And anyone who's not American, you know, you're more than entitled to make fun of the United States, criticize it. When you first got into history, you didn't know what the Nazi flag was. You went to your mom, described it as the black windmill flag, and it took us almost 15 minutes to figure out what I was saying. Windmill. That's funny. But yeah, I forget, there was some comedian who said, made this joke, and it's really poignant, and this is sort of how I think about life, is that I get that people get defensive about things that they're invested in, and when somebody else isn't as invested in that as them, and they criticize it, then they get, they feel like it's not justified. You can't make fun of it because you haven't put in the work or you're not from here or whatever, right? So this comedian said something like, if you see a helicopter crashed in a tree, you don't have to be a helicopter pilot to point at it and say that somebody fucked up here. Right? If you understand that analogy, it's kind of like, you don't have to be a helicopter pilot to understand that a helicopter shouldn't be crashed into a tree. I don't have to be Chinese to criticize Chinese environmental policy. I don't have to be American to criticize American gun violence. Stuff like that. But going off on a tangent here. So I drew 4 profile pictures today. I'll draw some more probably tomorrow. But I am probably going to call it there tonight, guys. I think we hit a new high of concurrent viewers at like 38. So that was pretty cool. We had a lot of people going on at some point. Lithuania Ball Productions, you are on the list. You're at the bottom. Oh, I misspelled your name, actually. Let me fix that real quick. All right, so I had fun. This is about a 2.5 hour stream. So, oh, do you mean try not to censor yourself, like to give your opinion, just speak freely as well? No, I mean like understand, like read the room. Like don't just go into a room and start like insulting people. But like when someone tells you like, oh, you can't criticize my country because you're not from here, like fuck that, that's irrelevant. Like I can criticize whatever goddamn country I want. Your country, regardless of what country it is, has some kind of impact on human civilization. I'm a human. What you do in your country, what your country is doing, affects me and the rest of our species and our planet at large in some capacity, right? Like we don't gatekeep criticism, of countries. Magic Luck. I don't think you're on the list. Let me add you. Average Human. I thought I had you. Wow, okay. We have a lot of people now. I need to start bringing like Dick Rhino and Aaron and Gate Nerd and others onto stream and have them help me out with all this stuff. But yeah, I'm going to call it there for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining. This was super fun. And I did 4 relatively different profile pictures here, which was cool. And I thought they all turned out pretty well. So I will see you guys tomorrow.